Hi, my name is Andrea, and this is a follow-up to a video that I did when I was waiting with great anticipation to find out the grades of some coins that I sent in to PCGS for coin grading for the very first time. This is Dig for the Pony. If you haven't landed here before, welcome. And PCGS sent me my coins in their nice box that they load all their coins up. And they are right in here. There are 10 of them. There we go. And the rest of this video I filmed separately so that I could do more of a close-up and show you what the coins look like and talk about their grades and the values that PCGS placed upon them. But before I do that, I just wanted you to know that it cost me $292. That included the $69 that I paid just for the privilege of sending my coins to PCGS and having their graders take a look. The $35 of registered mail that sent it in. The total value of my coins was under $1,000. I had to guess at that. The grading fees and things like that were averaged out to be about $26 per coin. These were all modern coins, and I went with the gold shield recommendation, which included true view photographs of each obverse and reverse, front and back of each coin. So in doing this, I chose my 10 best coins. There were 5 Lincoln Memorial cents. There were 2 Jefferson nickels, 2 Washington quarters, and 1 Kennedy 50 cent. So those are the coins. You'll see them in the next part. I hope to do another one of these videos when I receive some other coins that I sent off to ANACS. These from PCGS took 1 month. It was super easy, super fast. I loved how transparent the company was about receiving the coins. I was able to check online at every step of the process. From seeing that they were in grading to where they were shipping. They didn't charge me until after I actually received the coins, which is pretty amazing considering the other company, ANACS, actually charged me for the coins that they received when they received them, and I've had really tough time pulling out any kind of information from them. So it looks like they should ship this coming week. They've had them since December. So that'll be another video. But for this video, this is the PCGS submission of 10 modern coins, all valued at under $300 a piece. And I hope you enjoy. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, I'm going to continue to try and do it. Like and subscribe. And here's the coins. Thanks for watching.
The first coin that I submitted, there was actually 2 of them from 1975. They are Lincoln Memorial 1 cent. They came out color red, and as you can see, they have a nice bit of flash to them. This first one was a 65 red, MS 65 red. The true view image for it showed a little bit of smuts that I wouldn't see even with my microscope, but I'm an untrained grader. I was pleased that they all came back straight graded. There were none that did not grade, and all graded MS65 to MS67. And yeah, I was really happy with that. This one is only worth about $15. Now you say that's kind of silly because everything averaged out to be about $26. I'm happy with it because I learned a lot in the grading process, and that was kind of my point. I also now have this in a holder, and I only think these Lincolns are going to appreciate with time because they're not making them anymore. So yeah, happy with that one. And the second one, which is also a 1975, this one graded a little bit better. It's an MS66 red. You know, even when I look side by side at their images this way or the actual true view images from PCGS, I couldn't tell you. My untrained eye couldn't decide what an MS66 red versus a 65 is, but I'm happy with both grades. The other thing, when they're grading, you send in your paperwork and there's 3 copies. When they grade a coin, 3 graders look at them and they're independent of one another, so then they average the scores. And that's how to come up with your score for your coins. This is a 1983D. It was taken from a mint set out of the cellophane and right into a flip that was sent to PCGS. It too has nice luster. There was nothing that I could see, and this was the best grade that I received on any of the coins, the MS67 red. Oh, I guess I failed to mention, this 66 is worth about $16. The first one is worth $15. And this one, with the 67 red, is worth $30. So you're not making a bunch of bank on these Lincoln cents, at least not the ones I sent in. However, again, the value in the PCGS holder, I think, will only appreciate over time. So I was happy with this one. And again, nice luster on it. Then we have an MS65 red. This is a 1980D. It too came out of a mint set. Cello. When you look at them through the cellophane, they sort of look dusty or smudged. Sometimes you'll see carbon spots or toning when the air has gotten to it. And toning doesn't freak you out, or it shouldn't, because a lot of people really like toned coins. They're actually selling for quite a bit in PCGS holders. But what you're looking for are the big gashes, nicks, things that would be considered, if it was a loose coin, you don't want a cleaned coin to go in because it won't grade. It'll come back cleaned. Environmental damage, or a lot of schmutz on it either. Although they can conserve some coins, and that's up to you whether you want to pay extra for that. 1980D. This one was a MS65 red. It too, nice luster. The 80 Lincoln cents don't have as strong a strike. It's kind of mushy looking, not as sharp, but still a nice coin. And again, in the holder, about $15. Then we get to the one that really made everything worth it. This is a 1980 P for Philadelphia. It is an MS66 FS, and the FS means full steps. That means on the back you can see the steps very clearly, and there's no lines or breaks in them. Now, a proof coin will always be full steps, but a business strike coin isn't always, and that's why it adds to the value if it has full steps. So I was really happy to see that designation. I thought it had that, and it did. So not only could I identify it, but I was right. Yay! There's also some nice toning to this one. This coin is worth $260. So that was my big win of this bunch. A nickel worth $260 is really good. And now I'm going to be looking at 1980 P sets and hoping I can find more of those. And then I sent in another nickel, Jefferson nickels. This is a 1997 P. It's from a special mint set. And if you happen to come across one, you'll notice it's a little bit different because it has a satin finish compared to this other one that's a little bit more flashy but not a proof. It just, I think most people will be able to pick it out. The other thing about this 97 is this coin is there were only 25,000 of these special mint sets made. So you're not going to find a lot of these out in the wild, and having them graded, these two should only appreciate in value. This is worth $60 at the SP, so special set, 66 FS, so it has the full step designation. I really like the back of that one with the toning that you see. It's a very pretty coin. So the nickels were the winners for me. And then I sent in a couple of quarters, Washington quarters. These are all considered modern coins. This is a 1972D. It got an MS66. And it's got nice flash, clean fields, but it isn't Cameo, so it's not the Cameo coins that, like with the proofs that are so pretty. They're my favorites, but what I was again trying to learn is how to grade as much as anything and what to look for a decent grade. So I was happy with this 66 on this one, and this is worth $20. And this one is a 1980D. It came out of the same set as that nickel and got an MS66. Again, nice, flashy, but not Cameo, just your usual business strike, worth $20. $20 quarters. And who knows what these will do as far as value goes. But I thought, give it a shot. Maybe if I'd really been thinking, I would have save these and send them to ANACS, which is cheaper, but I think that, well, I know the PCGS holders, that you get about 20 to 30% more when you sell them in the PCGS holder than you would for ANACS. So yeah, there's that. And then we have our last coin, which is PCGS MS65. It's a 1970D. Not a particularly flashy coin, kind of a dull finish, really. It's a business strike. But there aren't that many of them, and people seem to like this particular year. It also has 40% silver, and for the 1970. So this one is worth $46. And they're going to stop making the Kennedy design of this that looks like this for the half. So these two will probably appreciate, and even more so in holders. So that has been my 10 coins from PCGS. The things that I've learned about this have been many. I really have watched Blue Ridge Silverhound, Sean, who teaches a great number of things when he's doing his show. Ben the Coin Geek, who is Old Pueblo Coin out of Tucson. These are two of my favorite YouTubers that I've learned the most from, just watching them. And in general, just really one bit at a time every day, kind of learning something new, made sending these in less daunting, and also they all straight graded. I did not, I don't think those guys would have recommended me sending these in anyway, but I was kind of stuck on it. And I decided it was my form of gambling, if you will. And had these gotten higher, like 68s, would have been making some money. So next time, and I will do it one more time to see if I can also do a little bit better. And the next time with PCGS, I probably will send in proof coins just to see. I'm going to check on PCGS and their population report to see how many and what grades are out there, so that I can make sure and not send in too many, because I do want them to, be valued. And I think, again, that the Lincoln cents are the way to go in terms of the longevity, and also the nickels, at least for me. And I enjoy both those, so that's probably what I'll do. So I hope you found this fun. I will do another one similar to this with my ANACS coins when they show up.